Anthony Akol mubaka wa parliament wa FDC yakuba Honorable Zake Ebikonde ebyali mujja mu mbeera y'obudde ana katabya omwakalabye avuddeyo neyewozaako lwaki yakuba Zake era nga ensonga gyali mukuwa mbu Zake yamugamba mbu stupid akyoli abasajja bano badongo agambye mbu yajja n'atuula mu kifo kye watuula we bamulamira nti wayina okutuula Zake n'ajja n'amugamba vaawo ntuule kati ekyo yava kuba Zake Ebikonde bwe yamugamba vaawo ntuule stupid akyoli ye n'amuviira mu ngumi n'ebigambo bye byayogera bisesa busesa kubanga tebigatta katutandike tumutambule wamu mpola eno tichalo byagita forensic kale katumu forensic nge.
My name is Mr. Kabuzi from Mitiana municipality. I want to thank you so much for boxing Zake, but next time kick him harder. God bless you abundantly.
Now atandise otusomera message eno jagamba mbu yavudde wa Mr. Kabuzi from Mitiana municipality. Wale muntu gwaita Kabuzi beita babajali ba bedira chikachi. Kabuzi from Mitiana municipality. I want to thank you for so much for I want to thank you so much for boxing Zake, but next time kick him harder. God bless you abundantly. Good afternoon, Akol. Now, zona messages are musomera ziri forwarded. Then from who? Also, man osobola okuwandikira message ku WhatsApp nomano je forwarding. Wakitegedde? My name is Mr. Kabuzi. Yawandise message ye kennyini okol. Namana ze forwardingira alimbireko ensi. Kati bamuwadde teke gyalina okuyitamu ngalowooze mutaasa. Katandike.
Well, it is unfortunate that when you ask me exactly what happened, I can't explain to you properly. Because personally, I left my home on Wednesday to attend Parliament. And from nowhere, I was attacked. Naye mumutenga gunsiwa mpulira gunnuma kuba Akol ugamba tamanyi naye kyabaawo he was attacked. Who attacked you, Zake? Ngotandise nambozi kutulimba kwesomera message wewandikidde mbu somebody from Mitiana yagikuwandikidde ng'akwebaza nti omanyi kibaye mutemu gwe mwatekayo okutta Zake. Now, tokusobola ku justifying na just one message from anonymous somebody. Baba yasobodde okwogera nti no nze amu Mr. Kabuzi lwaki teraga time oyajjidde n'ennamba y'essimu yagisindise. Why? Akola loza tuli bajjega badongo papa. And that attack I can't explain because I was seated, the man came, he started telling me to leave the seat, that I want to sit where I am seated. And as you know, that's where I sit. I used to sit with Honorable Cecilia Gwal, the late, and may her soul rest in peace. And Honorable Zake is a shadow cabinet minister in charge of presidency. And you know where shadow cabinet sits in front. And it doesn't make sense to me up to now why he came to me, he wanted me to leave that particular place. And to make matters worse, he started pushing me and saying stupid actually. I mean, I didn't understand.
Akol, shut up. Shut up. Honorable Akol. Shut up. Ezoteekeza mweze muleta. Dukira oli twamukwata speaker nitamonye gamba make sure those baganda do not get the numbers. Kati Akol so namana abyowakana muti abyogera. Kati Akol sebo tata. Oso tufunira kataminga zakagamba stupid akyoli tumulye. Akol. Oso tufunira kataminga zakagamba stupid akyoli tumulye.
ejo mizanyo kubanga lwatu nateeke ya kugamba nti oli agamba make sure those Baganda do not get a number ate nkitu bakifudde tribal nti kubanga oli agamba make sure Baganda don't get a number ate Abaganda bataninza against the Acholis kibaliko kino kyonna bakikola to demoralize the Acholi people okulaga abaana b'omu Acholi muno bano tebabaagala balwanyisa Abacholi naye nga tubalwanyisa Abacholi bakoze eki tuddeyo nakuba akatambya ka kannemyo gato bulungi naye njagala kubajjukiza nti omukulu ono Akol yasanga Honorable Zake not yasanga yaliwo ng'ayimiridde Honorable Zake ng'atudde nga parliament egenda mu maaso Zake naye mukanga gama point of order oba procedure order kyonna kyeyakiyita ng'alaga emmundu eri mu parliament okitegedde Akol ng'ayimiridde okumanya bano abantu baali bapange bali mu lukwe waliwo gayi wa NRM linnya ndirabidde ali alina obuvi yali muka oba minisita waki najja n'akoona kuona Akol n'amugamba go sit there Akol n'ekyo yakola n'agenda n'atula mu kifo kya Zake nga Zake akyayimiridde Zake n'otulaba ati nga omusajja atudde mu kifo kyo already nga naye Zake waayimiridde wennyini katebe wadde atudde nga ono Akol atudde mu kifo kye ekinuma nti n'abamawulire b'Uganda bamu oba teba they don't analyze ebintu ebimu naga nakola bite wa interview ku muntu ngati asokuwayo budde ku analyzing akyaliwo asokubuuza ebibuuzo ebiri appropriate ebibuuzo ebyongera okwanika omuntu just agenda bugenza agatubulire ku kyabaddewo nenga gwalabye eki kiwalabye kyoba omubuuza nabye ABCD lwaki wadde okikola mubuuze ekibuuzo nti nabye wa NRM akoonako nagamba sit lukwecho lwabadde walutunnyonnyole awolojja okufuna omusajja yekuba omupiira mumanye amazima agabaddewo toza kujja tubulire ku kyabaddewo nga tebo naawe nabiwalabye kuba ono olwajja n'atuula zaana lumagamba ate gundi tudde mu kifo kyange leka nkyayogera omuzindalo gutuulidde musajja n'awummuza wansi amasimu ge ng'ali ready to fight kitegeeza yajja nga mission yakuba ki Zake na omuntu bomugama otulidde akazindalo leka naawe ate wembadde ntudde n'awummuza amasimu nga ready to fight afune engalo zibeere free akube bulungi kitegeeza yazze nga alina mission okitegedde Zake n'ataaga bitwala waggulu n'asula nsomuzina nakola ki n'agenda wali mu maaso bwe yagenda nakola zina n'akaza emabega n'asigala ng'atudde mu kifo kya Zake wabadde atudde naye nga jjo tebamugambye ogambye nti sit there naye nga sit there tebakimugala n'amalaga wabula waliwo olukwe tuulawo ajja kukyokooza mukuba omutte kati Zake we yamala okutuusa ensonga y'emmundu ne bagiddusa emmundu n'efuluma n'akomawo Zake mu kifo kye gayi ng'akiremeddemu atudde nankali atudde mu kifo kyange Zake n'agala negga okutogunya oguwanda ozze otudde wembadde ntudde ejjoogo kirino Zake we yamukwatako bw'ati omusajja yasimbula Zake Ebikonde banene bamutaasa kati baali agamba mbu Zake yamugambayo stupid Acholi batambuze narrative mbu balaga Abacholi mbuno Zake Abaganda bavuma Abacholi none sajja nge omutwe mukulu wanasiza okuvaamu ebintu eby'abantu abakulu nenga teyavaamu ebintu by'ekijega by'ekijinga okulimba okufuna sympathy okufuna weyekwata olwekyo yakola nenga Akol waswadde donna naga amaanyi gonna nogamalira ku kaana ka Zake notakazimbyako wadde n'eriiso oba adde okazimbyako wano ku mutwe kali bugumi bwayonoona bwaki n'obudde omukulu Akol
And that's a question that I have not gotten the answer why the man came to push me. And it is unfortunate.
But the man never pushed you, Mr. Akol. You sat in the man's place. You found the man seated when he raised the point of order, I think. Procedure. It was procedure. Somebody told you go and sit. You came and seated in the guy's place when he was again even there standing. So this was a plan. This was a plan. So to buzabuza mukulu Akol. ensi twalazinga wana akatambi bulungi tukaddamu ne tukategeera nti wali mu lukwe olw'okutta Zake.
What happened, I'm not happy about, because that's not leaders should portray in Uganda. Especially as I listened from him that the fight was about where I was seated. I mean, like kids fighting, not members of parliament fighting for a seat. It doesn't make sense. I don't know, because I came when he was speaking. I found him order. I don't know whether he was occupying that place or not.
But you came him saying order. He was saying order when in that place, but standing. If you say you came when he was saying order, and you came in, and that's the place you sit in, but you found the man saying order in that particular place.
So I sat where I sit. And that's where I sit always. And it doesn't make sense. And first of all, when I see him admitted in hospital, I don't understand. Because when you watch that video very well, after all the scuffle, the man was standing, was kicking. I wonder whether he was beaten by some other people or...
Ne ochimanyi mwali mukitegedeko nti osobola okugwa kabenjo bosobola okwekoona ne bitakuluma nga wakeekoona wabula after kutambula mu 2-3 minutes oba distance ebigere nga 5 ng'otambula n'owulira nti waliwo ekinnuma kiki ogenda okutunula ku kikuluma ng'ekiwundu bwaguuga okitegedde ng'olina ogenda mu ddwaliro ojjanjawe kati noono Akol zaakako yakuba Zake baba yasigala nga standi sesala Zake bamubbe Ebikonde ebyo nagwa wansi bane ne bajja ne bamutasa ne bamusika ne bamuzeeno mu bitebe bya neeno awo muskafa awo Zake taddanga mukuyimirira era bamujonga mwalabuwaluzi paka mu ddwaliro katono byonna byogera nga naali ku kamera amubuuza ebibuzo naye nga mudongo ngasobola kulaba nti bannalaba Zake bwamukuba ne bamukutasaako n'agwa wansi ne bamusika busiso mumutwala eri paka ne bamutwala mu ambulance nga naye just atulaawo n'asirika ne bamunyumiza awo ba mainstream nfu abaliko ababuuza ebibuzo balinga bataasoma stayed be baayujuna obujunyi nti mwana wago ntumuyambeko akole wano nenga nebyokubuuza tamanyi kikyalina kubuuza era nga tamanyi na biki bigenda mu maaso tuwulire okubyo abaddewo bwatyo Uganda yaffe naye Akol
is pretending to be badly off. I don't understand. But above all, why, if it is about the seat, why talk about stupid Acholi? It doesn't make sense. Why do you bring...
Oh, you understand native gye bavuga. Stupid Acholi. Ye native gye bavuga okufunirako sympathy temujja kugifuna mu erimba. Babimu.
People. If I'm stupid, abuse me. I don't understand. Well, there are two perspectives. Number one, you cannot have lifted a leg of a man. You better have lifted a leg of a woman. It doesn't make sense for you to have uplifting a leg of a man. But secondly, why talk about stupid actually? It doesn't make sense.
Now, why is he repeating the same statement? Why talking stupid actually? Why stupid actually? Buli kigambo kyayogera fuja okunyonnyola ensonga stupid actually kubanga bamuwaddeko nti kozesa eyo tukifuule tribal bajja kutya bajja kukuvaako kitegedde situyinza kukuvaako sebo tetujja kukuvaako first produce the evidence nga akatambi ka speaker ntamoyo nga yogera no make those Ugandans make sure those Ugandans don't get the numbers. Nawe tuwa akatambi ka Zake nga yogera nti stupid Acholi tujja kuwalula Zake ajja tuwulira naye nga tokalina Akol oswadde
and pushing me. You know, I am shocked. what happened. But I think I'm not even surprised because the man was charged. You remember when he left the floor, he was already showing his blow. You know, it was a wrong, I would say transfer of aggression. Maybe he wanted to attack the speaker. Why was he throwing blow in the air? I don't understand. So it's transfer of aggression. And unfortunately, he targeted a wrong person. That's the problem. This is called reflect action. You can't say, is this the best option? Is this the worst option? It is called a reflect action. It happens there and then. So the next thing comes to your mind, it's late. It has happened. So you can't tell me, is it a solution to resolve a problem? No, that's not a solution. But when you are attacked, you respond. And that's what happened. The issue with me is very simple. I'm a very humble person, but never attack me. When you attack me, it's like pushing an elephant. You will not survive. The same thing happened in Odongato. He kicked me. And it's happening with this man uplifting me, pushing me. That you can't survive. But I'm very humble. And I don't quarrel with people. When you check my history, I don't quarrel with people. But don't attack me. I defend myself.
So, do you regret what happened on Wednesday?
No. I'm actually expecting apology from Honorable Zake. Being somebody who is younger than me, actually his age is the age of my children. He's not right at all. Especially in an African setting. When an adult is sitting, even if I was seated where he was seated before, you give that respect. And above all, there was a space near me. And what surprises me up to now, because as he was pushing me, another person came and sat near me. Was it a setup on me? I don't understand. There was no need for him to push me.
Now, bukyayogedde amazina ayogera ensonga nti it was a setup. Kati akyogedde akiyisamu oli wali omubaka omusajja omwerabidde bamuyita nyalo mwami oyo nderabidde obugalubindi ateesa nnyo naye ava mu Northern Uganda eyo baali batudde babiri ne Zake era ng'ezo entebe zonna zaali occupied. Waliwo Zake, waliwo oyo omubaka, waliwo Kayemba Solo n'omubaka omulala awo wali occupied. Kati ono okumanya ayogedde nti it was a set up. Zake bwe yayimirira ne Gambia wali wa NRM n'amukonakona Gaganda seat awo set up nejja gye baali bapanze olukwe okitegedde. Kati Zake agenda okumaawo ng'olwedde gaya ali mu kifo kyali akyocupayinze. Ono nakola omulimu ogwamutumwa. Kati mu mbeera eyo no yatuulira mu kifo kya Zake oli omubaka gwe Gambia erinnya oba bamuyita Tone oba Jime erinnya liri awo something oba Tone na Lope Jolo Senyonyi n'amuyita katambi naketegereza Jolo Senyonyi n'amuyita ng'amubuuza nti naawe emmundu ogirabye ekituufu weeri. Lope okufuna concrete evidence nti emmundu okola ki weeri. Kati baali bakyawa Honorable Lope nti emmundu tugirabye. Kati ono we yajja n'atula mu kifo kya Zake ate oli n'akola ki nga wali walaga nno tewali atuddewo naye ng'ono yali Lope akoze ekyamuyise amubuuze ku by'emmundu. Eby'emmundu bye yagwazaako okuddayo ono ng'atuddewo ali ku mission oluko lwamutumiddwa n'akola kye yakola. Nswadde nnyo omusajja obanga ozaala Zake ate nga wakakkalako n'omukuba bw'otyo oli kisajja sajja.
When there is a space near me for him to sit on, he wasn't making sense at all. So why should I apologize? This is not the first time. People who tried to take me to court, they have failed, especially when you started fighting me. When Odongato went to court, the DPP said it was it was a scuffle. Like this one, he started fighting me, even if I want to go to court.
So you're also planning to go to court?
I don't want to. Why should I? There's no sense in it. But let him go ahead. A court of law is where we can resolve issues, and unfortunately, we are all members of parliament. We know the law. So there's no problem. Let him go ahead. But my unfortunate issue, I'm not happy about the Speaker of Parliament of Uganda. Why am I suspended when I'm attacked? It doesn't make sense. If I was the one who attacked somebody in the house, then you say my misconduct in the house. But I did not. attack anybody. I'm appealing this particular suspension. It doesn't make sense. I don't want it to go on record that I'm suspended because I'm attacked in the house. That will encourage more people to attack you because they know when you're attacked, you're also suspended. It doesn't make sense.
Mr. Akol, you were suspended because you attacked Zake. You attacked Zake. You attacked Zake. If you call yourself a father, one of the cats that was troubles to know as a bali, baby conde. No banga never quite a woman, no Zake. Jack will papa. Toina man. Toimuli what the way cat. All such a duff. One of the Baluana mind Baluana. Never suspension it's Muzanyo to be managed Nana, Muzanyo, Muzanya, Mulagam no speaker and Akol reaction, the Akozenatenga, the Bagambo Collection, Chitalo, maybe Jakubwa.
At all. But above all, I'm very disappointed that my contact has been circulated and supporters of NUP are trying to intimidate me, sending me threatening messages that I'm going to be killed, my family will be killed. I don't think. If it was an organized attack on me, maybe by NUP supporters, why do you bring a tribal? You're saying Baganda, and you are saying you are Cholis, you are stupid, you want to support President Museveni. I have never supported President Museveni. If anything, if any passion has suffered under leadership of President Museveni, it's actually people. All our animals has been removed. Up to now, government has never compensated it. Actually, who used to be second up to Buganda in terms of resources became the worst in the country. We have suffered on issue of our power. Up to now, it's not resolved. People have died. Many people have been jailed. We have issues of poverty, that we are now 7% poor in the country. We are the worst in the country. How would you then think, the whole of me, the chairman of Acholi parliamentary group, you are saying we are supporting President Museveni? It is a known case in the country that the tribe that registered President Museveni from the beginning has been the Acholi people. Until 2021, that's when they voted. And he was being supported by the Baganda. So, you are sending me messages, threatening me, threatening the Acholi people.
Now I don't understand why the conversation is about Acholi and Baganda. What about divide and the Lulu ya Genome 7? Bogera kuye yakubye Zake, yogera kugwe. Na leta mu stupid Acholi Baganda Acholi Baganda Acholi okome ayo narrative yo kwawula ya ulambo Baganda balanyisa Acholi tekijja kusobola tekijja kukwatayo. Kibali ko kugoba kyagulanzeta mu Acholi. Tekijja kukwatayo kyogamba mukulu Akol kifu.
When we are suffering with issues of Balalu taking over land in Acholi sub-region, it doesn't make sense. And I think people should not take this as a tribal thing. Not even the parties NUP versus FDC or versus Akol. I have never had a grudge with the FDC and the NUP. I have never had a grudge with the Baganda. Maybe if there is any problem, I'm wondering whether Zake is a normal human being. Actually, I was requesting, and up to now I'm requesting, he needs to be checked by a mental specialist. How can, I mean, a member of parliament come and attack you over where you are seated? A seat.
Mr. John. Kuzake na akola nasana okukeberewa. Obwongo tumanye obwongo bukola bulungi. Kyo nkibalekedde.
Even my children now in primary school don't fight over seats. And it's unfortunate that this is the news that we fought over where to sit in Parliament of Uganda. But I think I'm coming back to Parliament with emotion. I have been in Nigeria. I have been in the UK. I have been in South Africa and many parliaments. I mean, the sitting arrangement in the House is such a way that members have their name on where you sit. And if the House now is not enough, let the Parliament of Uganda get an appropriate space where all the seats are numbered, so that you even know when a member of Parliament is absent in the House, his seat is empty. But not members of Parliament struggling over seats. It doesn't make sense at all. Because I don't believe that members of parliament can fight over a chair when we can even buy chairs. How? And as if you carry the chair from your home. It doesn't make sense. Completely no. I have already written my complaint to the Speaker. The conduct that she is claiming that I misconducted myself is wrong. I was attacked in the House, and I'm appealing the suspension, and I actually call for the Speaker to cancel that suspension on me. I don't talk for others. But even I think I was attacked in the House. Most of you saw the video. It's very clear that I was humbly seated down. The man came with his charge, throwing his blow in the air, and then came and started attacking me. So why do you blame me? Why do you suspend me? Why, of all things?
Where does this leave the image of Parliament and members of Parliament and your title, Honorable?
I think I will remain a Honorable Member of Parliament because I've never misbehaved as a person. Even in these two instances where you are saying I fought, I was always attacked. And I warned, please don't attack me. I have said several times, you know our symbol is an elephant. The Acholis. So don't push an elephant with your hand. You can't manage. And that's very clear. So don't attack me. I'm very humble. And I think I have been calling for Ugandans to unite. Never talk about tribal sentiment. We did not apply to be in Uganda. Neither somebody applied to be a Muganda, or a Musoga, or an Acholi, or a Munyankore. We found ourselves in Uganda. So never, never talk about tribalism. Let us be united as a country. The only way we can keep this country and hand it over to the new generation when it is united is by our unity now. Therefore, I want to condemn any person who think this was a fight between a Muganda and Acholi. This was Zake who attacked an Acholi, a humble person, but only that our weight are different. That's it. I made it very clear that never try to uplift a leg of a man. You can uplift legs of women, but not men. That's the first mistake. But secondly, don't push an elephant. Whether I'm the chairman or a normal Acholi, I'm warning you people. It is not, the Acholis are very humble people, but don't push, don't fight. That's it. And that's why I told you, I am not regretting. What I'm waiting for is an apology from Zake, who is younger than me. We should have respected me. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Especially fighting over a chair. I heard from him, he's telling me he doesn't.
But even an old man who fights a young boy and he is asking for an apology, that old man, we are.
I sat over where he was seated. I mean, how many chairs can a member of parliament buy? And why do you fight for a chair in parliament? It doesn't make sense if that was the reason. But to me, it was a transfer of aggression. He was annoyed. He could not maybe have fought. Maybe he was prepared to fight the speaker or somebody else while he was throwing his hand. Now it's transfer of aggression. But the problem is, he transferred it to the wrong person. That's the problem. And that's my issue, please. Thank you. Number one, if you watch that video very well, the punch that we threw with Zake could have not taken him to a hospital. Even after that, he was kicking the air here and there. And it shows to you that either he was beaten by somebody else after that scuffle, or he's pretending. So I don't think there's a reason to check on him. That's number one. Because the punch that we threw with him, he was still kicking, and he could not land him to be maybe on drift or in the ICU. No. That was not a punch that can take him to a hospital. So either he was beaten by somebody else after that scuffle, or he's pretending. Because you see his coats are torn, what, and all that. How? At what particular point that Did that happen? I don't know. Secondly, if there is anybody who tell me that I was planted, or by government, or that, I mean, I have never been planted by government, and I've never supported NRM government. And if you follow the answer of Parliament, the last debate, I was one of the persons saying, this action is wrong. You cannot rationalize Uganda Coffee Development Authority. That's what I said on the floor of Parliament. So how would you then think that I'm planted? But if I'm planted, how come he was the one who attacked me? Because if I came to attack him, you would say he was planted. If anything, you would say he was the one planted on me. And if you are saying because of where I sit, that's where I sit always. And you all know you are journalists who sit in Parliament. You've been focusing. Or if you don't have the record, go back and watch all the sittings of Parliament. That's where I sit. And Honorable Zake is a shadow minister, and there are places where a shadow minister sits, and there's a front bench. You wonder why the man comes to attack me where I sit. Because shadow ministers sit opposite the cabinet ministers. That's the position where I should be sitting. And above all, I mean, fighting for a seat, it doesn't make sense for a member of Parliament to be fighting for a seat. That is wrong. There must be something else. And that's why I'm zeroing down, I'm saying, this man has a mental problem. And we need specialists to check him. His conduct doesn't show somebody who is normal. And that must stop. We can't encourage this kind of behavior on the floor, and especially in Parliament of the Republic of Uganda, where we make law. It's a temple it's a temple where we make the laws in the country. It doesn't make sense. That's totally wrong. And I regret that it happened, and it must stop. Nobody should repeat this kind of behavior again. That's wrong.
On the right hand note, if you calculated it. On the right hand, did you calculate to find that? No, it's not just one.
I told you this was called a reflect action. A reflect action, there are actions that happen without your preparation. First of all, I came to Parliament, I didn't know I'm going to be fought. So how can you calculate your punch when you are not aware? Those are just reflect action that happens immediately when you are attacked. It was not a prepared move at all.
People say they still at Parliament, which was under suspicion.
I have never gone to Parliament. Yesterday, I wanted to go to Parliament. I was stopped at the gate because I wanted to take my letter of complaint to the Speaker of Parliament of Uganda. I am appealing my suspension. I feel it is wrong for Right Honorable Speaker to have treated me in that manner when I was attacked. It doesn't make sense. And I don't want that to go on record. And even if she doesn't answer my complaint that I wrote yesterday, the first day I will come to Parliament is to come with a motion to make sure that should be removed, my suspension. It shouldn't be on record of Parliament of Uganda. When I'm attacked, and then you blame me, you tell me it's a misconduct, and you suspend me from the floor of Parliament, 3 sittings, it doesn't make sense at all. Thank you. Even when you watch the video, go back, you realize the man was not in that condition. He was even kicking. Now, how again you end up in the hospital, you're unconscious, they are putting oxygen on you? How? They should come out openly. If the man was beaten from somewhere else again. But also I have to appreciate. I saw something on media. I don't know if it's true, because Honorable Mangashibungi, who is the chairman of the Buganda caucus, was saying this is wrong, the behavior of Honorable Zake, and I think that's matured enough. Because sincerely, how can you attack a fellow member of Parliament over no reasons? And he's saying he spoiled their plan. Maybe the plan was to attack somebody else. But a wrong person was attacked. That's something I should appreciate. I am telling you, this man, Honorable Zake, has to watch himself. Much as they have planted people to send me those threatening messages, but I'm getting a lot of messages from Ugandans, including those who are sending me money, by the way. appreciating punching one of Zake in the country. And that shows to me that his conduct has been wrong. And he has to improve on his conduct. Because if people from Metiana municipality are sending me messages and appreciating me for punching their member of parliament, that's wrong. That cannot happen in my constituency, Kilak North. That somebody has punched me or has beaten me or have been a problem and they celebrate. No. But people are celebrating in the country, which is wrong. Even yesterday, I went for my breakfast in City Oil in Kamocha. People gathered around me saying thank you. That's wrong. And I even fear going to public because people are appreciating. What is it? What is it? If you are a normal human being, a member of parliament, you should be loved by voters in the country. And people should appreciate your behavior, appreciate your actions. And I think this young boy needs to style up. If it is not a mental problem, then he has to style up.
Asajja bakulu beekaza. Asajja bagera ebigambo nga talimu wadde n'okuswala. Byogera nga kimanyi nti bya bulimba bigete naye n'akala amaaso n'alimba ensi. Onalowoozaako kulikayo munnange ku kitanda ebadde byangu asajja bali bakumiza musu n'ebijja kuggwa mu gavumenti empya byonna bijja kuggwa gatto mutuyagali. Mbaagala nnyo omukulu atundaba nkume tujja kuba tuddamu nange mweraba.